Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. It's us or them, always has been, always will be. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Rafael Leao, Peter, is one player who could be unstoppable if he's in the mood. Easily one of the fastest players I've ever seen. He's capable of taking on multiple defenders, and he can cause imbalances for any defence. And that's their problem, because so many want to try and get to him to stop him getting into his stride. It just leaves space for others.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Ribéry. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Ribéry.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Gullit. Oh, no question, that's a foul. João Felix. Lobbed in behind. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Van Basten.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
João Felix. And that interception was Most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And a goal kick. And it's Del Piero. Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
He's had a hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Hernandez is there to clear. Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Schneider. He's looking for the runner here. Maldini. And it's Schneider. Van Basten. Gullit. And through to the goalkeeper. Well, there's a probing ball. Maldini. Now it's Ribery. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Loftus-Cheek. Belts one.
This is the time you need that pace.
Inzaghi is onto it in a flash. Brahim Diaz. Schneider. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they've got a throw. And he thumps it clear. João Felix. Heads it! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Shot a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Now it's Ribery. He's found a way through. Gets his pass away. Baresi gets it away. Rafael Leao proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him. Well, having Del Piero!
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
João Felix. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
But it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Schneider. Oh, easy pickings there. Rijkaard. And it's Schneider. Del Piero. Nesta cuts out the pass.
Inter making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Reinders gets a foot in here. That's a decent clearance. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Inter Milan still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953
That's a shade
spettatori.
optimistic. Baresi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Defending was strong and firm. João Felix. João Felix going face-to-face with his great rival.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Del Piero. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Inter appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 12.
So the manager
Numero
can make a
7.
change for the first time in the game here.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 9, il numero 11.
Played out to the left flank, played back in. And he's heaved it away. And they're back on the ball again. In with a header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Nesta makes the interception.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Reinders.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Ribéry. He's through, now is he in? Del Piero! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Batistuta. He's gone forward. That's a lovely, neat pass. Threads one in. Now it's Inzaghi. So much time and space here. Thuram clears. And he's there to retrieve it. Hullet, nicely spread. And he's in on goal! Del Piero! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Pass is just off target. Played with speed from back to front. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Action has already started. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Ronaldinho ploughing through the middle. That's a throw. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, good spread. Lukaku showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Inter certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And they've got rid. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ronaldinho. Looking for options for movement. He won't be happy with that one. Cafu. And he's found a way past.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Wijnaldum. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Dybala. Dybala touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Lukaku. Now it's Dybala. Looking for a corner. Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Tries a header! Harmlessly behind. Van Basten, he's got space, bullet! Still goalless. Chance here to counter. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Seedorf. Well, that's an inviting ball. Maldini is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Wijnaldum. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Oh, important interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Ronaldinho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that should be the keepers. AC Milan could counter here. And he's intervened well there. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Lukaku. Ronaldinho. Oh, he's in! Ronaldinho. Corner it is. Corner number 2 then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Cleared away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And we hit half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Cafu. Ronaldinho. Milan looking to pass their way through. He's looking to set free a runner. That's tidy. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Tries to get it clear. Well, that is one way to stop him. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, the ball's run loose here. What a throw in. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. He could be in here. Oh, it's Van Basten. Van Basten! Bastoni. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Ronaldinho fiddles it through. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
Cambio di giocatori.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Schneider. Well, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. And it's Lukaku. Well seen. Saw that coming. Rui Costa. He's a sharp little ball here.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Schneider.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Nice interception, well timed. It's run loose, who's going to get there?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning, well played.
Stood up well to him there. Lukaku. Kvaratskhelia. Lukaku. That's going to go a long way. Tomori promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Pulisic. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cleared without hesitation.
Milan showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Filippo Inzaghi, and he's onside. Oh, well played, well played.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Kvaratskhelia. He's through here. Batistuta. Tomori wins the duel this time. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pulisic. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a good run down the left.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Shifted upfield.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
90 minutes gone and nothing to show. He's played him through. Rui Costa. He's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that's straight down the kick. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 17, numero 18, numero
Stern
10.
test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Il numero 7.
In with the challenge.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
It's Rui Costa. Now that's well seen too. Seedorf. Now it's Pulisic. Pulisic going face-to-face with his great rival.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And he's being shifted off it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
So, third corner of the game. Inzaghi getting this one clear. Kvaratskhelia. And now a sudden chance to counter. No way through. Nicely weighted ball. Cafu. Foot in. And that has been clubbed away.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Cristante. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Thuram. Thuram! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cristante. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, you have to accept that penalties are now a realistic possibility. You'd hate to think that either side is settling for that, given what a lottery penalties can be. But the players are evidently tired, and it may come to that. Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? 105 minutes of deadlock, 15 minutes to break it. Now the finish! Oh, it's in! And that might well be that!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Shevchenko. And it's Sneijder. And here's Batistuta. Short changes him with that pass. Sneijder. Shevchenko. Chance! Oh, well played. Exemplary, that. And that's aimed into the middle. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Could move up a gear here. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Filippo Inzaghi. Oh, well played.
Inter have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Cristante. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties... Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. We have already started here. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. Ribéry! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, super find. He's shifting through the gears here. Van Basten. And he's in on goal. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Pirlo gets good distance on it, and that has left him in a heap. Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And they can counter here. Thuram cuts it out. Sommer gets it away. It'll be a throw-in. Now it's Martinez.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Can he spark a counter here? Inter Milan are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. No way through. Van Basten. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Costa Curta.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.
That's a little off target. Out for a throw. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Schneider. And it's Van Basten. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He could be in here. Nesta gets it clear. They get a throw in. Pirlo. Platini. Martinez. Deftly away. And claimed it back swiftly. Costa Curta. Nakata going face-to-face with his great rival. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Baggio stood his ground strongly. Shot a goal! And he's done it!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Now it's Del Piero. And it's half-time here. Oh, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it...
Now the finish! We've got a goal! Inter are back in business. Van Basten at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry, and the counter is on. And here's Del Piero. Nakata.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. And there's green grass ahead of him. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. And it's the goalkeepers to claim.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Costa Curta.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Nesta getting this one clear. Rijkaard. Del Piero. Well, what about it? It's turned into a real fight to the last. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Sneijder. And he's taking no chances there. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Sneijder.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's gone forward. Header! In he goes again! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Could move up a gear here. And they've got rid. Davids. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Nakata. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Rijkaard. Sneijder. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Martinez. Pirlo moved on forwards. Maldini with the clearance.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Sostituzioni di giocatori. Numero 7, numero 20, numero 14, numero 11, numero 21. Pirlo. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18.
Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Il numero 15.
Inter Milan
Il numero
are
10,
looking to go forward
il
now.
numero 22. Kaká. Attenzione, un cambio.
Rui Costa. Decent hit! And he's really put himself on the line here. It's their second corner of the game. Great hit! Goal! Inter! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Inter Milan take the lead.
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable.
There's the hit! And that could have brought them level.
That's a great response, though, and it's a statement declaring that they're not done with this yet.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. He's looking to set free a runner. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And Batistuta! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That is a great pick out. Oh, that's nice. Oh, good-looking ball. Maradona. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's gone looking for safety.
Look, there has to...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Inter Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games.